Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 2.
Bells and bells. What's going on, everybody? Your boy Man up here back with my tag team partners. I got Jason, I got Joey, and I got Cedric in the building with us today. What's going on, everybody? How everybody feel?
What's up, everybody?
Good evening, everybody, and band up.
Dang.
No. Shots fired from day one.
Oh, already. I ain't doing nothing. I'm innocent today.
Bullshit.
Oh, man, we got a good one for y'all today. You know, we're going to be talking about our top 10 favorite matches. When I say favorite matches, what do y'all think that particularly means?
Matches that we like?
The best. Matches that we like the best.
No. Kind of along the same lines of our top tens. Whenever we do our top tens, these are our opinions. It's not necessarily the most scientific, the most high flying, or whatever. These are our top 10 favorite matches. So we hope that you all take note of that. And hopefully y'all have your top tens ready as well.
Yeah, and these are probably the matches that you go back to over and over again. These are the matches that these are the matches you watch again and again and again, or the matches you remember fondly when you watched them the first time. If you ask me this question next week, I might give you a different list of 10. It changes all the time. It's like my music. Like I rotate my music, I rotate my wrestling. So
got to have, and of course, they have sentimental value. That's one thing. It takes you back to something that was important to you at the time, and took you away from the misery of day-to-day life. That could be it.
Exactly.
So before we get things going, we gotta.
Thank you, JD, because I'm not inside. You see, I'm outdoors today. I'm outdoors.
There you go.
So
I got you, brother.
So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna count this down there. I guess I'm gonna let Manda decide who's gonna go first. I guess because he's like in that chair and with the headset on, looking goofier than ever.
All right, Joey, you want to go first?
Sure. All right, countdown from number 10. Now, this is a more recent one, and we talked about a lot of this stuff when we did our year in review, and this is one match I still can't get out of my mind. Had to be in my top 10, and that is the second bout between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega from last summer at AEW. This match still got me floored to this day. Like the brutality of it, these guys matching each other back and forth with everything they could give. The first match was good. This one was great. Mm-hmm. And all the praise that it's gotten from Meltzer and everybody, to me, it truly deserves. And it really pushed Will Ospreay to the next level too. That victory did, in my opinion. But just a tremendous match, had me on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Cool, nice.
And that's saying a lot for Joey. That's a whole lot.
And it was a real throwback for me watching. I love the match too, and if I had more spots than 10, I might have added it to my list as well. Spoilers, I didn't. But it was a real throwback to the late 90s All Japan Pro Wrestling sort of style, that sort of that hard hitting, a lot of shoulder, neck, head sort of drops and some beautiful violence, as they would say. Just before we go on with other lists, let's just quickly check in here. We got Man Cave Sports here. Let's get it. Generics in the house. Now we go to school.
Absolutely.
Old Head, what's cracking? What's crack-lacking, Old Head? Facebook. Hey, guys, Nesha, the best part of my day. Oh, thank you, Nesha. Appreciate that. Platinum Swords in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome.
Yeah.
Nesha's still with us. Bell time. Let's get ready to rumble. Here we go. All right. Sorry to interrupt. Onward.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and go with my number 10. It's going to be 1997 Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. To
Okay.
me, I liked this match overall. I did. You know, you had the showstopper, you know, doing his classic. You know, this was a good match, but I'm not going to lie. At the bottom right of your corner, that's the reason why I really love this match, because it was the debut of my favorite wrestler when he just ripped the door off that cage and made a statement. He's coming to get his older brother and just demolish him. That started a very long feud between them two. Well, a very long storyline, I should say, not just a feud, because they, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I gotta say that's the reason why Kingdom One fan. I gotta go ahead and give this one a good. I gotta put that in my top 10, man, because overall it was a good match. But then, like I said, because of the debut of my favorite wrestler, I gotta throw him in there.
Of course. No favorite top 10 will be we can play without Kane in there, right, man up.
Spoiler: he's in every match. No,
I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm going to be honest.
Good evening, Facebook user. How's it going, brother? If you give
Welcome back.
permission to StreamYard, they can we'll actually be able to see your name if you want to.
that is
if you wanna do
Brandon
that.
Guy. So,
Oh, Brandon.
Yeah,
Hey, Brandon. How's it going?
Yeah, let us see your name so we can shout you out, because when we're looking at this like this, it just shows Facebook users, y'all can see. So go ahead and click the link to let StreamYard, you know, see your account so we can shout you out properly, I guess.
Absolutely. I think Brandon got a show right after ours, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you checking in with us before your show.
There we go. What's up,
There it
Brandon? How
is.
you doing, brother?
There
There
you
you go. Appreciate it, Brandon. Appreciate
nice.
it.
Thanks for watching.
All right, Cedric.
Now, my number 10. My number 10 comes from the Jericho Cruise. Now, as far as I know, this is like the first. The Jericho Cruise is like the first cruise to have wrestling at sea. So, there's been wrestling cruises before, in which you had meet and greets and stuff like that. But to have actual wrestling on a cruise ship, I think this was along the lines of the first one. So keep in mind, there were like a lot of great matches that weren't televised, and I treasure that. But my number 10, go ahead and bring it up, JD. Is probably the first title change that happened in the middle of the ocean. This is SCU versus Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega for the AEW World Tag Team title. I was there. I saw it. And that was like amazing to see have a title change at sea. So I got this at number 10. Just to like wrap up all of that awesome action that you get on a cruise ship. So side note, if you're interested in like meeting some of your favorite wrestlers and whatnot, it's all included in the cruise fare if you ever do the Jericho Cruise. So I got this at number 10.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Let's see. We got Antonio Mendoza in the house. What's up, Antonio? How you doing, brother? Welcome. He says, "Good to see you all doing so well and blessed." Absolutely,
Thank you,
my friend.
Antonio.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Fake it till you make it.
Brandon's going, "Hope all is well." Does all the man ups matches include Kane? Possibly.
I already said it.
Heel on them, yes.
I forgot that happened. Brandon says, "Nice." All right, I'm taking us over to Japan, 1994. My number 10 match is Mitsuharu Misawa versus Toshiaki Kawada. This is, if you haven't seen this match, definitely take a minute to jump on YouTube and watch this. It's a 40-minute barn burner. And there was talk at the time when it happened that this would win Match of the Year over Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon's ladder match at WrestleMania. It was that good. It is very violent. It's very explosive, and it's
down just a notch or two. It's very
beautiful chain wrestling into very high impact moves. It's beautiful wrestling. And if you don't even need to know what leads up to the storyline in this match, you can watch the match by itself just as its own standalone piece, and it's a work of art, absolute work of art. So love this match.
Is he getting dropped in his head in that bottom right?
Yes, he is. He's about to get Tiger dropped right on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Man up, man up. You see that right there? That could happen to you if you keep on messing around with get messing around with me. That's in your future, right on your doggone head.
Silence.
That's all he gonna get.
Face.
That's all he gonna get. He not facing me.
Gotcha.
All right.
Hey, I can show you, but I can tell you.
All right, puff puff. Keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Let's go.
All right, Joey.
From the audience with number 10. I think I saw one.
Did you?
Yeah, there was a
yeah.
number 2.
Oh yeah.
Generic.
Sorry about that. Generic Road Warriors versus JCP Jobbers. So pretty much anybody in the 80s against the Road Warriors on regular weekly TV. I can watch any squash match they had during the mid 80s against the underneath talent. Yeah. People used to cry when they read the list backstage. Them and the Steiners.
Yeah.
Oh, Nesha says y'all talk, Cedric.
Whatever.
Y'all talk.
Whatever.
Man up silence spoke many words to me, Cedric. You are in trouble.
Man, look here. Man up was 5'6", 170 pounds. Man up is gonna get this freaking work. Don't let man up fool you, okay? Don't let man up fool you.
I don't know, man. They said you got to watch the quiet ones.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, you're up, brother.
All right, my number 9. This is a personal one for me for sure. In 1998, in the CW, in the Continental Wrestling Association in Memphis, Tennessee,
Yes.
the night Jerry Lawler finally did it and became a world heavyweight champion, defeating Kurt Hennig there in the Mid-South Coliseum. We can pull that up.
Absolutely.
This match meant a lot to me. Kurt, even at this point, people act like a lot of people never saw Kurt until he was Mr. Perfect. But man, Kurt was operating on a different level even back then. He was a tremendous AWA world champion, and they tore the house down in Memphis. And I just remember, I wasn't there live, but I watched it on TV, and it was a just massive pop when Lawler finally won the world heavyweight title. Something he had been trying to do for years and years. Where neither the NWA or the AWA, for whatever reason, believed in Lawler enough to put the belt on him. But this was his crowning moment here, and it was a huge moment. Big packed house at the Mid-South Coliseum. I'll never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Love
Great
it.
match.
Love it.
Nice. All right.
Awesome.
All righty. All right. So my number 9, of course, I gotta go back to him, my favorite wrestler. This going to be King of the Ring 98 when he defeated Stone Cold in that First Blood match. Now, of course, with the interference of Mick Foley, go ahead and bring that up. With the interference of Mick Foley, and the referee just saw the blood from Stone Cold, so they thought, he thought, it happened, from Kane, and of course, the next night, he lost it on Raw. So about a 24-hour reign, whatever. It is what it is. But I gotta give him. I gotta go ahead and say, Kane here. Of course, I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't care. I'm gonna throw it out there.
All 10 of them.
It's gonna be all 30 of them. God damn it.
How many matches has Kane had?
We ain't never got to do a Kane retrospective ever, because Man Up will take care of that every time.
You got to cover it
I
every
sure
week.
will, just for y'all.
Oh God.
But yeah,
Okay.
That's all right, brother. You keep doing your thing.
Good thing is top 10 favorites. I love it. All
There
right.
you go.
All right. And number 9, going back to our good friend Mr. Kurt Hennig. We're gonna go back to SummerSlam '91, and we'll go to the match with Bret the Hitman Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. Two freaking generational talents battling it out for that belt. It was freaking amazing. I've been on record before saying like this is the finish of the match is one of the best finishes I've ever seen in a wrestling match. With Bret Hart reversing it and making it into that sharpshooter, bending that all the way back to win the Intercontinental title, and to embrace his parents right after that. Great feel good moment. So that's why I have it at number 9.
Love it.
But Cedric, the internet wrestling community told me this was just a mid-card match.
I know, right?
They told me I can't take it seriously. I mean, come on.
Of course, never take it seriously. It's like
Platinum
man,
Swords has got
you can't
Brett
take it serious
versus
at all.
Austin, number 10. Brett versus
Mid-
Austin.
mid-
Number
Which
10.
one?
title.
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm guessing WrestleMania he means. I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see. Generics got Sabu versus Terry Funk.
Nice.
ECW's Born to be Wired, the most violent
Oh
barbed
my
wire
God!
match.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awful, man. They had to
That
pull
was the one.
Sabu out of the wire.
Yeah. He got ripped pretty good in that one.
That was bad. Said it didn't happen. IWC said it didn't happen. There you go.
I mean, that's all I know. I don't know no better.
There you go. All right, number 9 for me was going over to TNA 2005 Unbreakable.
Okay.
Was the triple match between AJ Styles,
Nice.
Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels. It's not easy to when you go into these multiple wrestler
It
sort of
is
matches
hard.
to keep the psychology going and for everybody to get equal time in the match. But it was a masterful job, and it was really a great showcase of the future potential of TNA at that point in their trajectory, in their history. Everybody got over well in the match. Everybody came out looking strong, and it was a great win for AJ Styles. Really helped launch him forward. So great match.
Absolutely.
And it was the first time the X Division title was the main event of a TNA pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Fantastic matchup. It like you're talking about in a 3-way, it's really difficult for all 3 guys to have chemistry like that. And
Yeah,
they did. They gelled.
Nice.
Yeah. Platinum saying, yep, absolutely had connection issues as the Austin Blood match. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Nesh is saying there's a show idea. I'm not sure what was the reference. I'm not sure what you meant.
The
Nesh.
top 10 Kane.
Oh, top 10 K moments. There we go.
No, there's no chance in hell that's going
Brent said, yeah, that was the match that holds up to
today.
today. Absolutely. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that triple 3-way. Give them the main
Oh,
and they did on a really stacked pay-per-view. They gave them the main event on that. So
Awesome. Also, Nessa, I saw you comment earlier about not able to be in watch next week. Have your boss call me. We're gonna make something happen so you can watch next week's show.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
all right, we're back to you, Mr.
We'll get you off one way or another. Either you be off work or you'll be off work for good.
Yeah. All he's gonna do is just call your boss and annoy him, and he'll fire you. That's all he's gonna do. So don't give him your boss's number.
I'm just saying.
All right,
Oh,
Mr.
my
Gray,
goodness.
you're up, sir.
Oh, is it already back to me?
Back to you. Yep.
Okay. All right. My number 8 is and these guys this is a tag team match, several tag team matches, but this is specifically after the Miracle Violence Connection had won the NWA World Tag Team titles.
Nice.
This was the match where it was champions versus champions against the Steiner brothers, and the Miracle Violence Connection won the WCW World Tag Team titles. So that was in 1992.
Yep.
Again, champions versus champions, and the Miracle Violence Connection defeated the Steiner brothers to be the first unified World Tag Team champions as WCW and NWA.
Man, I got to say, WCW did not do a great job of taking a whole lot of photos during their matches back in this point in their history.
They did not.
I had to go into some really grainy YouTube videos to find pictures of this match.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they
JD, who be doing
need
our
to
graphics,
they need to up their photo game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This was different.
somebody gave JD credit for doing all the graphics and stuff. So
Absolutely.
kudos to
Yeah.
JD.
So
But that was bringing the Japanese style to the U.S. right there with the Steiners and the Miracle Violence Connection, because that was another brutal, nasty fight.
One of my
Between four
favorite
tough guys.
take teams of all time,
Mhm.
without question. Yeah, without
Nice,
question.
nice.
All right, you're up, man. Up.
All right, my number 8 is going to be a feel-good moment because it was this person's first and only world championship that I could think off the top of my head right now. But
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's feel good moment because it wasn't a Kane match.
God damn it.
what that too? That too.
But it
I
is
mean,
Kane winning it now.
But it is Kane. It is Kane.
I mean, I
No,
could
it's
turn
not
my
Kane.
computer sideways so y'all can see all the stuff behind me if you want.
We're just busting your chops.
But this one here was a feel good moment because this person won their first and only world championship that I can think of top of my head right now. And it happened at No Way Out, 2004. Go ahead and bring that
Okay.
one up for me.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about when Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar. I think that was a pretty good match. It was a good build up to this match, you know. And the funny thing, I don't know if a lot of people know this, Eddie is the one who told Brock Lesnar to say and do all those things that made him a real heel leading up to the match. And Brock was saying he kind of didn't want to do that because, you know, it seemed a little racist, all the stuff that Brock was doing to get at Eddie. But Eddie was like, no, do it, because it did make him more of a heel, make him more hated. And it did make, when Eddie won, it made it more of a feel-good thing. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this match here was pretty good. I'm a huge Eddie Guerrero fan and got to give him credit on this one. Got to give these two guys some credit.
And he had gone through so much prior to this second run in WWE and being let go and then coming back in and coming back up to this point. And in hindsight, when we unfortunately lost him a short time later, the fact that he got to have that moment before that happened is a beautiful thing. So,
yes, it is.
Absolutely. All right.
You're
up, sir.
At number 8, my friend came from Detroit, came from out of town past weekend. We going back and watching some of the matches and whatnot. I had to add this match to my list because it was an absolute gem. Even though these guys have wrestled several freaking times in Mid Atlantic as well. Go ahead and bring it up. I'm talking about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ric Flair from Chi-Town Rumble in 1989.
Yeah.
So this was an absolute freaking gem. The first of their awesome 3-match series from 1989. Steamboat's first freaking first and only win of the World Heavyweight title. I freaking love that. And here's something I freaking noticed while going back and watching that match and the match at Clash of Champions. Steamboat did not use his patent arm drag in neither one of those two matches. I gotta go back and look and see about the Wrestle War match. But Steamboat did not use his arm drag at all. That was shocking to me. But yeah,
very good.
Love it. All right, just checking in here. We got Samoa Joe versus Kenta Kobashi, Ring of Honor 2005. That's an amazing match. Hard-hitting match.
Spoiler alert.
Yep. Kenta Kobashi, generic. Nice generic. That's a beauty. Beauty. All right, my number 8 is back to Japan again. Mitsuharu Misawa versus Kenta Kobashi, October 31st, 1998. This is peak All Japan Pro Wrestling. This is peak Mitsuharu Misawa. He's at his top of his game. And if you look at that bottom right-hand corner picture in the corner, yes, that is a Tiger Driver off the apron onto the floor.
Jesus.
Yeah. This is, I think, widely considered by a lot of All Japan fans as one of the best matches these two ever put on together. They're both in their prime at this point. And again, it's just beautiful violence for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's a great match. If you haven't seen it, it's chain wrestling, but it's chain wrestling that leads into a lot of power moves and a lot of hard-hitting stuff. So it's really, really great stuff. Great psychology in this match. So,
Jason, if you got a link to that match, send it to me.
I will send it to you. Absolutely, it's worth seeing.
I don't put it in the group. So we're gonna share it with everybody.
Yeah.
Share it with everybody.
Yeah.
That would be even better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll put it on the Bells and Belts page there after the show tonight. So
Awesome.
worth seeing
JD,
if you haven't.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. You really like Misawa, don't you?
I'm a huge Misawa fan. I think if Misawa, there was no way that he could ever come to the U.S. in the climate that he was in All Japan and then going to Noah. But I think if he had wrestled in American promotions, he would have been widely considered one of the top 5, top 6 greatest wrestlers of all time. I really do. He's that
Absolutely.
good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice,
All right.
nice.
All the way back to 7. There, Joey.
All right. Nobody else has a comment or anything that they were.
No.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Feel good moment. We'll talk about Eddie when he won the belt with Man Up. Absolutely. Man Up is Kane versus Jericho. Play man standing on your list. Kane
You'll
versus
have to
Jericho.
wait and see.
Uh-oh. There you go. Platinum's got Chono versus Onita in 1999. That's a great match. Yeah. Loved it.
Okay.
All right, moving on to Joey's next.
All right. We're going to get through my number 7 quick. It is the same three-way from TNA Unbreakable 2005.
There we go.
No need to go into this too much further as we talked about it already.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Good deal.
Love it. All right, man up. You're next.
All right, my number 7 is another feel-good moment. This person here, first time winning championship. This person made history. Go ahead and bring that up. I'm talking about when Ron Simmons beat Vader.
Mhm.
And I said this plenty of times before in previous shows, and I'm still surprised by this. Out of Ron Simmons' mouth himself, when he was on the Stone Cold Smoke and Skull podcast, whatever, he said it himself. He did not know he was going to win the title until a few moments before it happened. In the ring, he heard the referee say something to Vader, and that's when he knew it. And he was just in awe and shock that, he become the first African-American to win for a major wrestling company. And the All-American, man, what can you say about this guy? What can you say about this match? This was a great power slam that ended the match. Didn't need all these special crazy moves like they do today. It was just a simple snap power slam in the match. These two had great chemistry in that match. It was just unbelievable. I could go back and watch this match 100 times and never get tired of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Love it.
I hate agreeing with Man Up.
You know you love it. You know you love it.
Read between the lines. Okay.
I can't.
Okay. My number 7. Artist brought it up. Was not go ahead and bring it up. I want to say that this was like the first time. Yeah, go ahead and bring it up, JD. I want to say this is the first time I've seen. This is definitely the first time I saw Kobashi in the ring. Him and Joe beat the hell out of each other in this doggone match, and Jesus, that may have been one of my first forays in being introduced to Japanese. A Japanese wrestler and whatnot on this level. So, Jesus, all you have to do is just look at their chest at the end of that doggone match, man. Good Lord. So I got that at number 7.
Love it. Great choice.
Nice.
Solid. All right, for me, number what are we on now? I gotta lose track here. We are on number 7. Number 7, I got Ric Flair versus Terry Funk, Clash of Champions, 1989 NWA World Championship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Flair is at his peak at this time period right now. He's just come off his best of 3 with Steamboat. They've moved directly into this program. Flair has sit on countless interviews. He's an absolute cardio machine at this point in his career. Funk is at his best as well, and these two perfect storms collide. And it's this beautiful, beautiful sort of, Funk brings the more hardcore sort of brawling style out of Flair, which he wasn't really known for doing. But this whole match was a sort of a showcase of this sort of conflict of styles. Great psychology. Both had great history. Both wrestlers going into it, so it was the match kind of wrote itself, and it was such a beautiful contrast from what we'd seen with Flair and Steamboat. Just recently before that. It was a very different style of match, but great in its own right.
JD, you ex-sucking dog. I thought you would have picked that match.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Me and my brother Dory.
Nesha wants you guys to hug it out. Hug it out, Nesha said.
Not a chance.
Cedric just needs to hug Man Up, Nesha says.
I already told Man Up when we go
Scott
to
Aaron.
when we go to
they
the
were.
Texas Lions game, it's gonna be on site already. I already told him this already.
All right. Here we go, Joey. You're up next, brother.
All right. My number 6 to me was the best match that these two guys ever had. This is Sting and Big Van Vader from the King of the Cable tournament finals at the end of 1992.
Nice.
This is when during Ron Simmons' world title reign, when neither one had the WCW World Heavyweight title. And Sting finally got
Mhm.
kind of a big win back over Vader in this match. And this was, like I said, the tournament finals in this tournament. Really a great match if you've never seen it between the two. And they always had, again, these two had great chemistry in the ring. And Sting knew just how to make Vader look good. And same could be said for Vader to Sting. But this was a fine moment and a great moment for Sting, too.
Loved it. Yeah.
Nice.
They had such great chemistry.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on YouTube, man.
I want to just jump back real quick just before Man Up jumps in there. We got a number 7 from Generic. RVD versus Jerry Lynn, ECW Living Dangerously 99. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Made both guys megastars in my eyes. A great match. I loved every match they ever had, but that was a particularly good one.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tony was saying Steamboat and Macho, hard to beat. Facts. Not wrong.
Not wrong with that at all.
All right, you're up, Man Up.
All right, my number 6 is going to be one that happened kind of recently. I like that it was a good match overall, even though I don't like one of the participants, in that particular match, but it was a good match. But I like that one particular part in that match that cracked me the hell up. Go ahead and bring that up. I'm talking about what you see at the bottom of your screen there. When he took out that belt and went old school, gave his own son a good ass whooping, you know what I mean? So, but this was a good match, for Ray and Dominic. I think they put each other over in this particular match. I think it was more so of Ray trying to help his son, get to that next level. But, but be that as it may, I had to go ahead and put this on because I liked it that what you see at the bottom of your screen right there, that was just too funny. And I still go back and look at that every now and then. I can't help it. I just laugh my ass off every time I see that. Go ahead.
Yeah, freaking Dominic Mysterio. That's a future Intercontinental U.S. champion right there. Just wait, it's gonna happen.
All right, Cedric, who you got next in the number 6 spot?
Oh yeah, at number 6, I have. Oh yeah, Brick. Bro, yeah, go ahead.
Antonio, classic Mexican spanking that ass.
I love it. I have this match at number 7. Three great tag teams and whatnot, gelling, everybody getting their stuff in. They have freaking great freaking chemistry. But the freaking spot that freaking spot with Edge spearing Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, yeah.
That's just one of those moments that don't leave your freaking mind. So that's why I have that one. I have this one. That one actually so high in my list because that wow factor that makes you say, "Oh, holy, you know what?" Yeah. So got that at number 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, for me, go ahead, buddy.
Car wreck.
That
was a damn car wreck.
They all came out hurt from that match. For me, number 6 is Halloween Havoc. It was Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio when he was still junior. This was for me the one of the best pay-per-view performances that Rey Mysterio Jr. ever put on. It was perfect. Eddie Guerrero understood the luchador style, having worked at most of his career as well. So he was the perfect dance partner for Rey at this time. The drama with the mask ripping, you thought he was going to lose his mask in the middle of it, but they didn't even go that way. They went a completely different way with a quick roll up, and Rey walks away with the Cruiserweight Championship, which was a beautiful feel good moment as well. I felt like this put the cruiserweights on display in WCW, and it was one of the best matches early on in that trajectory for the cruiserweight. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that was a good match. That was a good one.
Awesome. All right, what we got out there?
Let's see here. So Cedric already all SummerSlam mode, outside and puffing. God bless all those.
Absolutely,
there you go.
Baby.
Yeah,
90 degrees out here in Texas today, man.
Let's see. Generic had Sasaki, and Toshika Kawada for the IWGP title. January 2001, Sasaki coming hard to defend the honor of New Japan versus the All Japan Outsider. Yeah, I love those cross promotion matches. I love them all. Long before we got the NWO, we were getting that in Japan, and it was awesome.
Nice. All right, Joey.
We up at number 5 now. All right.
We are.
All right. We'll get through this quick. I picked the Chi-Town Rumble too. Ric Flair and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. The greatest opponents they were, and two guys never had better chemistry in the ring together, and they called it all on the fly in this match. Not a damn thing planned out. So,
Exactly.
to me, that's what makes a match truly great.
Mm-hmm. Loved it.
All right.
Love it.
All right.
All right, man up.
All right. Okay. All right. My number 5 is going to be a classic to me. Number 1 classic in my eyes. First blood match. Go ahead and bring that one up. Talking about Dusty Rhodes and Tully. Can't get the name out. Tully Blanchard.
God, I hate that.
Yeah, I know you do. But this match here was awesome, man. I watched this match. This is another match I can watch all the time because I love Dusty's theatrics in the ring, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I love it when the manager threw those, I think it was a roll of quarters in there, the bus.
Thanks, brother.
Totally upside the head. And this it was nice. This was a great match that I gotta throw out there. So if y'all haven't seen that match, y'all gotta go watch this one. It was a classic.
Spoiler.
All right.
All right. Number 5. Yeah. Number 5. It was mentioned by a member of our audience earlier. Well, we're gonna go back to WrestleMania 13. And Austin versus Hart. That freaking match. I mean, like you felt the energy in the freaking Austin's promos. The match definitely freaking delivered. A freaking double turn at freaking WrestleMania was freaking epic, man. And Austin bleeding is like a freaking. That was like the statement for the Attitude Era right there. So Austin Hart, WrestleMania 13.
Love it.
That was nice.
Love it. All right, let's see. Generic had Flair versus Steamboat NWA Championship title trilogy matches. All 3 are masterclass in wrestling and ring psychology. Can't disagree.
Absolutely.
Platinum's got Magnum versus Tully. I Quit match.
Spoiler.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, for me, number 5, I went with Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom 10. This is not Shinsuke Nakamura in NXT or WWE. This is Shinsuke Nakamura, King of Hearts style, strong style, in New Japan. And this is a hard hitting, very, very, very technical match between both men for the Intercontinental IWGP Intercontinental Championship, and it is a thing of beauty. And it set up so much of a storyline and such a great rivalry between the two men that they revisited again in WWE years later. Of course, it was nothing like it was in New Japan, but it was a beautiful, beautiful match.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right, moving on.
All right, Joey.
We got anybody out in the audience got a number?
Cedric's like the little boy that pulls the girl's hair he likes. He secretly loves Man Up.
Now, so you're like the ultimate
emotional damage.
Oh my god! like she's like the ultimate Man Up mark right now for real. Oh my god!
Some would say she's savage. Ooh, yeah.
Mr. loves some AJ Styles. There we go. Brandon saying 27 star match. Absolutely.
You know,
what's up? Warden's in the house. How you doing, Richard, brother?
Oh, man.
Welcome.
Warden.
The Warden's in the house. All right, you're up, Joey.
All right, we're on number 4, right?
Yeah, number 4.
Yep.
All right, this comes from the 2008 New Japan Champion Carnival, the predecessor to Wrestle Kingdom, in a wonderful match between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Keiji Muto. Yes, indeed. If you have not seen this one, this is another one to go.
I had to go back. I had to go back and watch it, Joey, when you gave me the list to get the graphics on it, and
it was awesome.
This should be. This is the kind of match that you like. Every time somebody gives somebody a knee, you have to take a drink, and you will be blitzed within 20 minutes because these guys are throwing knees like they're on sale.
Probably part of the many reasons why both of them have incredibly bad knees at this point, especially.
I would think. I think this match might have had something to do with it because I think I got upwards. I think it was like 35 or 36 knees. I
Yeah.
counted by the end of the match. So
Muta already had
crazy.
bad knees by this point, but Tanahashi's knees are
Man.
shot now. But
Jesus.
it really takes you back to just, especially Tanahashi, really before his prime at this point, how athletic he was, how aerial he could be, how just the greatness he brought, and how great he was even back then when he was really just coming into his real run as the top guy.
And how explosive Muta was, even at that age. Like he could drop kick somebody in the head from a standing position right beside them. Like he could just jump straight up in the air vertical and place his feet right on their head. And it was just unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Man, that is unbelievable.
Yep.
Exactly.
Thanks, man. We appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Warren.
Thank you,
Appreciate that,
sir.
Warren.
We appreciate that coming from you. Thanks so much. You guys are awesome every Thursday night. Check out Wide World of Belts. They do an amazing Spanning the Globe.
I already know the Warden.
Wide World of Belts is the Facebook group. I'm getting messed up. Yes, Spanning the Globe, of course. And then we got Brainbusters versus Demolition, 2 out of 3 falls, Platinum Swords.
Tully and Arn, of course. I mean, goodness gracious.
Love that.
Easily go there. Easily.
All right, man. Up your next, sir.
All right, my next one is going to be another feel-good moment. I'm talking about this was a triple
Kane
threat
winning
match.
the ECW title.
The ECW title, huh?
Yeah, Kane winning ECW title.
See, I ain't brought up Kane all this time. See that?
We know it's coming back to that.
Well, I'm going to have to wait and see. But
It
anyway,
is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh my God. Oh man. But now this was another
Oh,
feel-good moment because a friend, dedicated this match to another friend. Go ahead and bring that one up.
Absolutely.
Talking about Ray versus Kurt versus Randy. That was a good one between these three guys. You're talking about some people getting their stuff in. This was a good one too, especially with the wrestling machine Kurt and of course the Viper. Well, I think he was still a legend killer at this point, but still. And then Ray won the World Heavyweight Championship. Did it for his best friend, his brother, Eddie Guerrero. That was a good moment. I had to put that on my list.
Awesome.
Love it.
That was my first WrestleMania that I went to right there.
Oh, right on.
WrestleMania
Cool.
2.
That's a good one to get. That's a good one to start with.
Oh yeah.
All righty.
All right, Senator.
Number 4. This is I gotta have my favorite of all time as well. This is his first WWF world title win at WrestleMania 4. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ted DiBiase, the final in that tournament. The man went through Butch Reed in the first round, Greg the Hammer Valentine in the second round, third round with One Man Gang, and finishing night with DiBiase to win the title.
Yeah,
Hogan had to freaking be there. He had to get his freaking
hot dog in the grandstanding.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but can't take away.
That's a really underrated match too. I don't ever hear people talk about it, but that was really well done.
And in the interest of time, it was not really a long match, but they got to the point. It told the story. Yeah. And
only a cardio machine like Savage could run through a tournament like that in one single night. So it was a perfect build for him.
I just really remember Jesse Ventura yelling, "I can't believe Hogan would stoop to that level." You gotta love it. Commentary, man.
All right, checking in with everybody here watching. Generic had Keiji Muto versus Yuji Nagata, G1 Climax 2001. Muto was just great. He was firing off on a different level at that point. He was amazing in 2000. The Usos versus the New Day is always a great match. Absolutely.
All right. We get down to the nitty gritty, guys.
There we go. Such a great build up. All right, for me, I got number 4. I got Steamboat versus Savage. WrestleMania 3.
Spoiler.
Yep. Love that match. I'm not going to say too much about it, but yeah, that picture of Savage up on that top rope with people going to the ceiling in that venue, it felt like I think we've talked about WrestleMania 3 before.
Mhm.
I know there have been bigger gates and bigger attendances since that, but there was something special about that pay-per-view and something about that
It was in
moment.
Michigan, that's why.
Yeah, and it was amazing. Yeah. It was. I know that we've learned since then that the match was practiced and rehearsed and
Mhm.
written out and all of that stuff, but it still doesn't ruin it for me when I go back and watch it. It's still a thing of beauty.
I can still do it.
Yeah, it's a great match, great psychology, great build up. Savage dropping the belt on Steamboat's throat, and that whole build up was just a thing of beauty. So
It was.
Yeah.
all right, Joe, you're
Top
up.
3.
Already back to me. All right, number 3. This got mentioned earlier. I won't go in. I don't think I really need to say a lot about it. This is Starrcade 85, Magnum TA versus Tully Blanchard. Do I really need to get into this? Just show
Don't
the
worry,
pictures.
I
People
will.
already-
Don't
Come
worry, I
on
will.
now.
I will.
God dang. Yeah, we'll get to it a little bit.
I will.
Moving.
This is when they used cage matches properly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is when cage matches were payoffs, and
Yes.
and you
What it was
and
there
you
for.
yeah, that's what it was there for. It was to keep the heel in, so they couldn't get away from the face, and they get the snot beat out of them, and that's exactly what this was, and it was beautiful.
Did a lot to make Magnum TA a big, getting
Mhm.
him ready for that main event spot we would unfortunately never get to see.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Such a big match.
Yeah, such a great match. Loved it.
And we can go in go in caveats. This is my number 3 as well, JD.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I had that at number 3. Something up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I had that at number 3.
Well, it's okay. You already saw my graphics, so it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That freaking broken chair into his freaking head to finish that match. Yeah. Tully never said I quit. He never said I quit. So
No.
technically that match.
Oh,
is
you're
still going
getting
on.
your order mixed. You got your order mixed up. You got your order. That's the next match,
Okay.
according to what I have in the slide here.
It
Unless
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's why I was
All right,
confused.
well,
I was going to it. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
I was
It's
like,
all
wait a minute. What's his name? Put a bit of weight on.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Magnum, yeah.
Magnum put a
Okay.
little weight on. If it,
Yeah. We'll do my number 3. We'll do my number 3 the correct one, George.
Okay.
We'll do it.
okay.
We'll do it. All right.
All right.
Mano brought it up earlier. It is the first blood match for Tully and Dusty. Yeah, the freaking they told a great story about drawing first blood. In the opening part of the match, he drew blood on JJ Dillon with his bionic elbow. You can see JJ was a freaking bloody freaking mess from the start. that was crazy. They had all this stuff preparation. You can see Tully with the freaking with the wrestler mask on. He was
That
doing everything
pose, man.
possible.
Just look at Dusty in the corner there, man. Like you
Yeah.
can just tell how cool that dude is
Exactly.
just by how he's
Yeah,
leaning against the
that's
post.
what like no, take your time. Take your time. I got all night. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So
Man.
I loved it, and I love the finish. After he hit him in that roller coaster, Dusty was rolled up right up to the referee. The referee only saw Dusty bleeding, and called the match. That was crazy. But
Awesome.
it freaking sticks out. That's what I base first blood matches off of whenever I see one.
There you go. All right, man. You're up. What's number 3 for you, sir?
All right, my number 3 was a slugfest between these two ladies. I thought this was a good match, mainly because of one participant. Go ahead and bring that one up. I'm talking about Rhea Ripley. That woman can throw some blows. She can. And it wasn't bad with Charlotte either. I'm not knocking Charlotte Flair. Don't get me wrong. But I think this match here set the standard for a lot of today's women wrestling. This is when Rhea Ripley
Hey,
won
You
the
Jason,
say it
how's
like
it
it was
doing,
so
man?
far back in the past.
What's up, brother?
Like
I
last
did,
year,
now that you say that, I just thought about it. You're right. I did say it
standard
like
for everything today.
like-
I'm
like it was 20 years
last
ago.
year.
I just thought about that. Yeah, you're right. I did say it like that. But yeah, this is when Rhea won the title, and she still has it to this day. I think this was a great match between these two ladies.
It feels like that was the last match they really let Ripley kind of like let loose and sort of really
Yeah.
go after it in the match. I can't think of a match since then that I remember her sort of standing out since then. It was a great match. I'm not taking away from it. It was an excellent match, but it's weird how they've booked her since then.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good one.
Yep. Awesome. We love it. All right, I'm just going to check in with some folks. Generic had CM Punk versus Samoa Joe Ring of Honor title trilogy. Enough said, yeah, that was a great trilogy. Can't disagree with that. This just says, we're talking about the cages. Nowadays, it's a normal part of the show. Yeah, it's just another match now.
Exactly. All right.
Midnight Express versus the Fantastics. Forgot the event, but it's one where they were fighting everywhere.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
All right. I
Number
had
two.
for number
Oh,
3,
number
Okada
3.
versus Omega, Wrestle Kingdom 11 for the IWGP. This is their second meeting. This was for me the last time we got to see the cleaner character in New Japan, and those guys knew each other so well. They'd wrestled so often, and it was a huge build-up for Omega to win the IWGP World Championship. And this match had a lot of pressure on it going into it, and they delivered. It was a beautiful, beautiful match. Really exciting to watch. Really, and a lot of that, really, the credit by this point, Kenny's pretty hurt. So a lot of the credit for this match really does go to Okada, but it was a great, great, great match.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
All right, Joey.
Number 2, home stretch.
All right, my number 2, I'm taking it back to Beach Blast 1992 in WCW. It's an Iron Man, 30-minute Iron Man match between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ravishing Rick Rude.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
This was great. And this is just some of the magic of Ricky Steamboat. I mean, just this guy. I mean, this was wonderful. This is before, Iron Man matches even became a thing, really. This was, it had been years since it had been even in the territories, but to see it on a major stage like this, just a tremendous match. Rude coming out still the United States Heavyweight Championship at the end of it, pissed off a lot of fans too, because Steamboat was working him over pretty good during this match and taking him, beating him up pretty good here. But Rude somehow managed to etch out a last victory here. But a tremendous match, another one to go back and put on your list to watch if you've never seen it.
Yeah, and when I watch this, what it kind of makes me sad a little bit when I watch it, because you really do realize when you watch this match that style of match is really what Rude would have been better known for. I mean, it was a lot of gimmick wrestling, obviously, in the WWE. He never really got the opportunity to get into that world title picture and sort of show his potential, because he was a cardio machine in that match with Steamboat. So it's a shame.
Put him in. The WWF also put him in the ring with a blockhead.
Yeah,
they didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
You get him in there with Steamboat, it's a different story.
A whole different story. Yeah, it's a very different match.
Very different opponent there.
Yeah, very different opponent. Scott says it's sad that there were so many women back in the day that could go like Medusa and Bull Nakano. It's about time women get ring time and appreciate a lot more than the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Can't disagree with that.
Nope.
All right, Cedric, you're up, brother. Or Man Up, sorry. No, Man Up's next. We're going in order. Man Up's next.
All right, and number 2 is going to be, we already talked about it. This was the double turn. Talking about Stone Cold and Bret Hart. What more can I say, man? What more can I say? 2 legends, Stone Cold thanked Bret Hart for, getting his career, where it ended up being. I can't say much about this match, man.
Yeah,
I'm going to just jump ahead of you, Cedric, because I got the same one in the same spot here. So for me, it was Stone Cold and Steve Austin. And number 2, it's really difficult to take 2 wrestlers like that in those spots and have them come out of an event both looking strong. And they managed to do that. It's one of those rare moments in wrestling where both wrestlers came out of the match looking dominant and looking strong. The double turn was brilliant, and I would have loved to have seen them wrestle more often. You know, I know that Brett got entangled with Michaels and the whole world title picture. I would have loved to have seen a lot more matches between these two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
really, that spot where Sean dropped the title to Austin really should have been Brett.
I think so. Yeah.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number two, we already talked about the I quit match with Matt and TA and Tully Blanchard. He's holding that broken friggin' chair handle. He laid that into freaking Tully, man. Doggone baby doll. You see that at the bottom,
Mhm.
but yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
That did it for me, man.
Mhm.
That did it for me.
All right, just checking in here with some of the folks watching. Generic had number 2 would be all of WrestleMania 3, just due to the commentary of Monsoon and Ventura.
You got to give them their props on commentary.
They were
good.
They was. Yes,
Yeah.
they was.
Yeah. Brett and Steve say all the time this was a favorite match of theirs. Yes, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do say that. They do.
All right, you're up, Joey. What was your number 1?
Well, this is it. This is the number 1 spot, right?
Yep.
So I know it's like we said, week to week, you can come up with a different favorite match of all time. But when I made this list, definitely my favorite match of all time is from Wrestle Kingdom 10 in 2016, Kazuchika Okada defending the IWGP Heavyweight title against Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Mm-hmm.
This, this is another one if you've never seen it. This was a younger Okada in there with a prime Hiroshi Tanahashi. Insane. But the ability of both men, and you would see the continual rise of Okada over the years and what he would become. But a lot of credit to Tanahashi here for building Okada into an even bigger star with this match. Okada coming out the other side, still the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. But another one of those matches where, you know, guys like this and these guys having these really long matches. You know, we talk about in North America how you can't have long matches anymore. And I beg to differ, because these guys have proven it time and time again that if you will give them a shot, and you will be on the edge of your seat for up to an hour with guys like this. They know what they're doing. These guys over in America don't really know what they're doing anymore like that.
Awesome.
Thanks.
All right, man up. Who you got for number 1?
All right, mine is going to be what is considered the greatest ladder match of all time. I'm talking about Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. We already know the story behind this. To catch up on time, I'm just going to say, I don't know if people knew this, but I didn't know this either until these two guys said it. That was the only ladder in that whole entire building. And they both were scared that they were going to break that ladder, was not going to be able to get those titles down. But they ended up doing it, and this was a great match. I watch this match all the time myself as well too, so gotta throw this on my list.
That's a pretty good freaking fact right there. But yeah, that one ladder match with one ladder, you don't see that anymore.
Nope.
Nice.
You got at least 20.
I think we missed Generic Jobber's number 2 already. He had a number 2 up there that we
did. Number 2 was the WrestleMania Monsoon Ventura. Oh, Generic. Sorry, no, Generic. Sorry. Generic is that number 2 or number 1?
He has a number 2 and a number 1 post.
Oh, here's number 2. Sorry, Generic. Shane Douglas versus Taz ECW title match at House Party 99. Seeing the franchise try to win his belt back in the lengths that he tried to ring. Yeah. Solid.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Cedric. You're up.
Steamboat Savage, WrestleMania 3. Everybody knows that, man. My 2 favorite wrestlers of all time, tearing the house down. In the match of the night at WrestleMania 3.
Love it.
I've gone on about it forever. So
love it.
It don't change for me.
All right, and for me, mine. I'm not going to go long on this because we talked about it a few times already. It was Chi-Town Flair versus Steamboat. Steamboat was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and I loved. He was the perfect face against the perfect heel. I mean, he brought his kid to the ring in a mini Ricky the Dragon outfit. I mean, it doesn't get more face. It doesn't get more face than that. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was a technical masterpiece. They knew each other, and they wrestled. They wrestled beautifully together, and it was great.
Nice.
All right, so hitting in real quick before we call it a night here. Generic had Austin versus Triple H, Three
Okay.
Stages of Hell, No Way Out, 2001. One of the last great WWF. I'll have to watch that one again.
I
don't
forgot
remember
about that one.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Platinum said number one for me is 92 Royal Rumble. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's a
absolutely.
solid one. If you could create a wrestling school run by past, present, and future legends, who would it be?
Oh, we should talk about that.
Great wrestling school. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go ahead and say one thing about that
Don't know.
real quick.
Uh-huh.
The biggest names in the business are never who you want training people.
Yeah.
Like The Rock would never be somebody you'd want
Mhm.
to train wrestlers.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
people that have trained people, Al Snow, Lance Storm, people like that, there's a reason they've produced such great talent.
Exactly.
They've already trained people, the people I would pick.
Exactly. Yeah, folks like Steamboat, Ricky Morton, those type of people right there. Those two.
Bobby
come
Eaton.
top of my-
If I could go back in,
Yeah.
in time and pick somebody that to sort of run a school, I'd get Bobby Eaton.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, Ricky Morton has a school, and Bobby Eaton, before he passed, was definitely a guest teacher out there a lot to a
Yeah.
lot of his students.
Yeah.
But you got like Dr. Tom Pritchard trading people now. We talked about that. So I guess if there's one person I would mention it. Imagine if Tully Blanchard had a school.
Mm.
Yeah. Mhm.
That'd be great.
That's where you want to go if you want to become a heel.
him and Arn to boot. Him
Yeah.
and Arn actually. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The knowledge alone. Awesome.
Yep.
We made it, guys. All
Made
the way
it.
to the top 10. Oh, yeah, we made it all the way through. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice
Right.
job.
Great.
Appreciate everybody participating. We love seeing your comments. In y'all top 10 as well. We definitely encourage you all here at Bells and Buzz to share with us because we love that interaction with you guys. So you guys definitely keep that going. Shout out to our guys over on YouTube there, man up.
Oh yeah, man. You I gotta 100% agree with you on this, man. We got a lot of participation from YouTube. Excuse me, there. So I appreciate that. With that being said, though, if you want to see more of Bells and Bells, be sure to like and subscribe and comment on our videos because that's going to help us get more into that algorithm, and that's going to help us bring more of a show for you guys. Because we, like Cedric just said, we do this for you guys. You know, give y'all what we think, how we feel about this, and stuff like that. And don't forget, we do more than just these 1 hour shows. We do live events, we do unboxing, we do belt reviews, we talk about the shows, and we do anything pertaining to wrestling. That's why we call Bells and Belts and everything in between.
Oh,
Joe.
hang on a sec. What's that? You guys hear that? Now it's a.
There now, thank you. There we go.
There you go.
Just
Keep going.
So best way to support us is like and subscribing and commenting on YouTube. Enjoy. Did do kind of the same thing over at the Facebook group? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, join. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And check us out. Check us out in Bells and Belts in the Facebook group because we're going to be posting some of the matches that we talked about tonight and putting links up there. So if you haven't seen some of those and you're interested in sort of getting a chance to, check our page out later on and we'll have those posted.
Yeah, and we're gonna be doing some giveaways here. I'm gonna be giving away this belt when we reach 1,000 subscribers. Man Up got a chair. He's giving it away right there.
Give away this chair right here. Once we reach 1,000,
To qualify to win it, you have to be a subscriber on YouTube and a member of the Facebook group. You have to be both. But it's once we reach 1,000 subscribers, and we're well on our way. We're at 715 now, so 715 subscribers. So we're getting there.
Oh,
pretty
yes,
quick, so.
yes. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I gotta thank everybody. I have to. Who have subscribed to us in the last few days. Y'all guys know what I'm talking about. We thought this was just a hoax or wasn't real. I mean, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, we gained almost 200 subscribers in one day. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And I got to give props to one of the guys right now on the panel, and I'm talking about Joey.
Mhm.
His video with that TNA belt, woo, got us a lot of subscribers. So want to appreciate that. And I thank everybody for doing that. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Also,
And while you're thinking about subscribing, come check us out at Champions Belt Club on Facebook as
Absolutely,
well. We're doing daily trivia this week. We're doing a feature. We're doing features each week. We're doing themes. This week we're covering classic WWE World Tag Team Champions. And we're also just about to start a tournament for the top 12 greatest NWA and WCW TV World Champions of all time. We're going to populate that list this Friday, and then we're going to go ahead and run them head-to-head in a 12-man tournament to see who you guys think is the greatest TV champion of all time. So come check us out.
Nice. All righty, guys. I thank everybody for joining. We appreciate everything that y'all do for us. With that being said, for my tag team partners, Cedric, Joey, JD, I'm your boy Man Up. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all again next week. Peace.